Hello, 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 all, and welcome to the Good Witch. If you are new, welcome, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back, loves. Please remember to like, share, subscribe, and comment in love, okay? So, today is going to be a beautiful day. Every day has the potential to be a beautiful day. It just depends on how we process the information that we're given and how we handle the situations that we're put into, what we manifest into our lives, and what we understand we can control. Okay? So, today is going to be a lesson, a very good lesson with a lot of information. So, take your time and let's hear this one out, okay? So, I did pull cards for you. Well, a card for today. Before I tell you what it is, I want to explain it to you. The simple message for today is where you're going, you're not going to be able to drag everybody with you. You can tell them where you're headed, but they're going to have to carry their own weight. Because a lot of the people that are here or that will see this, that this is guided towards, are very spiritual people. Spiritual people, loving people, people who care a lot about others, who've given more to others than they've given to themselves over time. You might have been doing it yesterday and you're likely still doing it today, and you'll do it again tomorrow because it's in your nature to give, to love, to push people through. And that is amazing. And I'm not telling you at all that you are wrong for doing that or that that's something that you should remove from your character. What I'm saying is that you have to take a break from it. You have to take a break from it so that you can get somewhere where you can help more people than those 5 to 10 people that you've been pulling along with you. So, what a lot of you don't know about me, well, I'm pretty private. So, so yes, in 2015, I had a one of Amazon's best-selling books. I have excelled in a corporate career, like on a major level. I have had successful programs where I teach people to make 100K a month. I have helped people heal from their spiritual and emotional, real physical traumas. I have been in both national and international venues as far as speaking and teaching and doing interviews and giving out information worldwide to help as many people as possible. And I've been doing that since 2015. And probably even before that, just in a different genre, just mostly in healthcare. On top of all of those things, I was also homeless in 2007. I lived in a car, a burgundy Buick, with my small child in 2007. I had escaped an abusive relationship, extremely abusive, to life or death abusive, to the point where I would take an infant and sleep in my car at a rest stop or by the beach. And everything, I had a house before that. We had a house with a big tire swing with a lake in the back, and I had escaped from what I considered to be poverty at the time and moved into this lifestyle with this man that I was going to be everything for. And everything didn't work out the way I thought it would, right? So we're at this point and we're in this car and I'm on the beach and I'm crying and trying to cry quietly. You know that cry, but you don't want to cry too loud because you don't want to wake up the baby, because then the baby gonna start crying and it's just gonna be a mess. I can't drink because I'm breastfeeding her. You want to drink, but you can't. I don't smoke weed, and I wanted to. I thought about all those things, all of these escapes, right? There's nothing that anybody else could do, and I was too embarrassed to go to certain people because I'd been used to other people waiting on me to fail and watching and waiting on that failure to occur. So I would never give them the satisfaction of, okay, I thought I could do something great. I thought I could be something different than my environment. I thought that I could make it out and do X, Y, and Z, and I failed. And not only did I fail, I came back with another human being that's watching me fail. At that moment, I knew that I couldn't bring anybody else with me except for her. So I had to let go of some mindsets, of some thought processes. Because you know what I told myself, and this was what I thought was an empowering thought. Okay? And some of you have these thoughts that you think are empowering you, that you think are pushing you, that you think are growing you, and they're really holding you back. So hopefully this is a breakthrough moment for you, because my thought was, I'm laying in a battered women's shelter before. I'd been laying in a battered women's shelter. I've been laying in the hospital. I've been sleeping in a car. I've been doing whatever I needed to do to make sure that my kid was okay and that I didn't lose her. Yeah, CPS involved, all this kind of nonsense, right? So, and at this time, I'm still a spiritual person. So, but I kept saying, I want what my grandmother had. I know who I am. I was named after her for a reason. I want what my grandmother had. And my grandma had all this land. We're from South Carolina. She had all this land, and she had cornfields, and we grew our own cabbage, and she had collard green fields, and there was peach trees over here, and she had all these flowers with these swings. She had this 5-bedroom house and all of this other kind of stuff. And she had my grandpa, and they were together. We spent all the holidays there. Everybody came to her house. She had a little church out in the middle of the woods in South Carolina, where she taught spirituality, and she taught people how to be great, and she taught women how they could be stronger and they could do things on their own. And I wanted what my grandmother had. So I was married early. I was married really early. And I didn't want, and the person that was my abuser was also my husband. And I didn't want to sever that tie, because I made this bind. I made this covenant. Can't leave this behind, because he was supposed to be a preacher. I was supposed to be me, and it was supposed to work out, right? And then I had siblings, and I had friends, and I had people that saw me growing, and they latched on. I was no longer at a point where I could pull anyone. So unhooking each of those thought processes, wanting what my grandmother had without ever truly knowing the depths of what she had, tying myself to someone else's path that might be similar to my own but cannot be my own, and I can't force it to be. You can't force yourself to have someone else's life. You can create the life you want. And I'm going to tell you something that I found out later, that I had no idea that in my grandmother's youth, she was in an abusive relationship. I had no idea that 5-bedroom house started off as a 1-bedroom, 1-bathroom trailer. I had no idea that she had legal issues and all kind of stuff. I found that out as I grew and as I dug more. I'm praying for something and saying I want something, and I don't even know the depths of the thing that I'm asking for. So I went through those things, and I grew from those things. So I started from scratch, because at that point I'd already had a degree, but I started from scratch, and I decided to build again. We're going to scrap it all, build again. And did things happen on that path to building that should have caused me to fall again? Of course. But I would never fall in the same way. And I would never stop. And I stopped comparing myself, even to my grandmother, even to someone whom I admired. You compare yourself to people. You ask for things that put you in the same situations as other people. And this is not conducive to your mental health. It's not going to bring you happiness. It's not going to walk you into your purpose. And it is going to keep you from being that freest version of yourself. Because from there, what I started to do is, after I got my own self together and I started another company, I started a company in 2009 called Continuous Growth. And from there, we helped the women. We helped battered women, and we helped build women. And it introduced me into a whole new life of speaking, of growing, of helping, of healing. And now we're at ThGood Witch, where we started this company a few years ago because I wanted to take the stigma off of hoodoo, off of voodoo, off of spirituality, off of anything that's perceived to be negative because it's black or brown, Santeria. I wanted to take the mysticism out of magic and show people that we are all magic. We are all part of the divine. We are all able to tune in, tap in, and turn on the things that we want in life. So I started that with what was the first thing? It was meditation and mimosas. Teaching people how to meditate, teaching people how to cleanse their chakras, teaching people Reiki, doing Reiki. Of course, doing tarot readings and using my gifts and being a seer, conjuring things for people as necessary. And that grew to, okay, now that I'm helping people heal themselves and I'm surrounded by all of these women who have healed their traumas, who have healed their hearts, who are ready to move on to the next level of things and have no one to show them. Sheena, you've built businesses that made literally over $1 million a month. You can personally make $100K a month in 20 hours. Why don't you teach people how to do that? So I started doing that. And I started off doing it for free, just because I wanted to help. And yeah, that wasn't conducive to my life, my time. So, okay, I did that for a while. I helped a lot of people, and those people that I helped turned around and helped me. And so we started building together. And here we are. Like, y'all don't see everything that goes on, but I love what I do now. I'm happy. I'm healed. Things are great. I take the time that I need to take. I'm not super famous, and I am okay with that. That's not something I ever aimed to be. The goal was to aim to help people who weren't necessarily looking for fame, but were looking for freedom, achieve that. And being myself while I do it. I know that seemed like a lot of information, but I wanted you guys to be able to tune in, tap in, and feel who I am and feel where I'm coming from so that you can understand some of the things that are holding you back are self-inflicted. some of the thoughts that you're having that you're calling desires are really you building bricks up against yourself. You can never truly be someone else. You can't have what they have. Now, you can create the life you want and model it off of that. But understand there are things that people have going on that you don't see. You won't get to see them. So you change what you want into what you want. And we help with that too. You stop comparing yourself, even if it's someone that's noble and someone that's great, someone that loved you. Because mine, I wasn't trying to be Beyonce. I wasn't trying to be Condoleezza Rice. Because, those things are something outside of myself, but I'm trying to be someone in my bloodline. I'm trying to be somebody I got the same genes as, somebody who got the same nose as me, somebody who held me when I cried. I can't be her either. I had to learn to be me. In order to learn to be me, I had to heal those broken parts of me that wanted to be someone else. And after you heal those parts, there is a way for you to get free, for you to get free from all the social fantasy stuff, and for you to tune in, tap in to the life that you are designing. And yes, that includes financial health, wealth, and building. Does it take somebody to take your hand and show you the way? Absolutely. Otherwise, it's going to take too long. But it does help, and you can do it. Please remember to like, share, subscribe, and comment and love. Know that I love you just because. I love you without reason. If people can find a way to hate for no reason, I can definitely love for no reason. And I send you all love, light, and positivity. Hoping and praying that you grow into the person that you want to be. The person that you truly desire to be, and you have the life that you are worthy of and desire to have. Understanding that those two things are one and the same. You don't desire things that you are not worthy of. Okay? All right, y'all. Peace, love, and light, y'all. From The Good Witch. Like, share, subscribe. Check out the description box below. Peace.